I admitted you are better than I am.
Then why are you smiling?
Because I know something you don't know.
And what is that?
I am not left-handed.
Hey guys, welcome back. In this video we're going to be doing something kind of mischievous. We're going to be trying to play some bullet arenas, but with one little nuance. So I'm going to be trying to play with my non-dominant hand. Since you guys probably don't know this, since I've never put the camera down in my hands, I'm actually left-handed, and I'm putting this hand up. This is the correct hand. I also flip my camera because this is my good side, so I like to go ahead and display this side of my face. Not that I have any problems, but I just prefer, I think it looks better. But anyway, this is indeed my non-dominant hand. So this is actually my right hand. Camera's just flipped on my OBS, so I can actually prove that to you guys. I'll play one game with my dominant hand, and then we'll compare and we'll see how the rest of the little bullet arena goes with my non-dominant hand. So let's see how things go when I'm playing with my dominant hand, and let's take a look. Let's see how things go. So this control is 2-1 bullet, so I made sure not to play a 1-0 bullet because I think I just couldn't really handle that. So we'll have to see how this one goes. Okay. Why not? Just gonna generally try to stay out of trouble, make some quick moves, and yeah, hopefully apply some pressure here. So I'm gonna go ahead and capture. And we would like to apply some pressure. Maybe if I can get some pressure started here, then we can make some more things happen. I can always kick this guy off if needed. So I'm going to be able to apply some pressure. Maybe it was better to actually go knight d4. It's unfortunate. Okay. Need to find some way to get some more pressure here. This will just normally develop. Okay, that was actually a good move from my opponent. Seems like this answers it fairly well though. So yeah, threatening to capture here. Again, seemingly another pretty good move. Okay, just have to take this, I suppose. And then this guy is a weakness, so maybe we'll try this one, I guess. Queen d3, I can capture on b2. So yeah, this guy's gonna have some difficulties, but he's played well up to this point. As far as I'll make sure you guys can see my hand, make sure you can see what's going on here. I'm just gonna continue to harass the queen, since the queen is what's stopping him from being checkmated. That's a really big problem. Okay, so now into the belly of the beast. Let's go ahead and switch it over. And as you'll find out, I am definitely not ambidextrous, so we are going to do our best. And we're playing against a relatively stronger player, but still, we should be able to handle this guy in most cases. My brain actually hurts a little bit. Okay. This feels very unnatural and weird, but I guess that's not a big surprise there. Okay. So I'm looking for these doubled and isolated pawns. Also note that I use my middle finger on my left hand as the left click. So I'm also using my index finger normally. I don't switch the left and right click buttons. So this is another thing that I've kind of adapt to. Okay. Maybe a capture. Definitely playing more quickly is harder. I've also turned on my big coordinates, so I'm just going to turn that off so you guys can see my clock, because that's kind of important for these bullet matches. Is rook e5 safe enough? Rook e5, bishop f6, and then maybe queen takes d5. It seems like that's possible, so I'm going to go ahead and do it, I guess. Interesting. This seems pretty dangerous for my opponent, so I think I'm going to go for it. So f6 might be a requirement. I'm not sure that I see much other defense. Okay, yeah, that doesn't work. And now he must play king f8, still doesn't work. So rook h8. Yeah, okay. So that wasn't a factor, but this guy was significantly below my rating. So if we run into somebody that is significantly high rated, then we might start to see that the time will be a factor here. Okay, also gotta make sure, I guess, that you guys can see my hand. So we'll move that over a little bit. Okay. Whoops. Okay. Good. We good. Okay. Definitely harder to make pre-moves, and yeah, just the general accuracy is much reduced here. Okay, we gotta definitely get this guy back. I also feel like, you know, whichever hemisphere of my brain is normally doing all the work, it definitely feels unnatural for sure. Okay. Now this actually seems reasonable because I should be able to... Okay, so he's gonna go for it all here. Okay, I probably should unpin. Okay. Want to get some trades out here. That was actually probably not a good idea because he probably could have gone queen h5. Okay, go all the way back. So maybe, yeah, he's going to continue to push. Capture this way so my knight can get to d5. And then I should probably rip the center here. Or maybe wait a move, then e5. Yeah, now seems like as good of a time as any. So we're going for it. It's probably going to castle queenside or something like that. I'm not going to play complicated here. I'm just going to go ahead and exchange. E3 is definitely a thought. Might just give this pawn back. Because I think I'll probably get it back somehow or another. I'm also definitely going to think about my time here. I want to make sure that I'm not running too low on the ticker. If I can just force an exchange here, then that should be good for black. And then my opponent also has to watch out because there are some ways that I could get a little bit swifty here. So if I can get a knight onto b3, yeah, that would be insanely good. Not even just for the queen, but it's actually a checkmate. Okay, so he's making things difficult, but I'm slithering my way there. This is another really big threat. Okay. This guy is also And making right clicks, for whatever reason, on my non-dominant hand is actually really challenging to me. Okay, this one I guess. Maybe there was something better there, but I don't know, my brain hurts. Okay. So maybe this, and then, yeah, I would like to make sure that we blockade these pawns and make sure that he doesn't get any steam rolling here. Okay, come back. The time is definitely a big factor, so I'm trying to speed things up here. This is definitely not good. I don't want to spend a ton of time. Missed that. Would have gone here last move. Definitely pre-moving is pretty difficult here. Okay, threatening this guy. Can I still do this? Probably. Okay. Knight en passant. Okay, I'll go ahead and nab this guy, but still the time is actually really a big factor, especially when we're gonna start running into some people that are higher rated. It's gonna be really difficult to make sure I can move quickly enough to not have anything silly happen. Okay, that's not going to be a stale. And then this should do the job. Cool. Okay. So, yeah, hopefully we'll run into some... There's definitely some higher rated players here. So, hopefully we'll run into some of them so we can have a real, more interesting battle here. Okay. Okay, why not? Maybe I'll even capture this way. Whatever. So he needs to defend the pawn. He doesn't. This is also interesting, but yeah, probably just taking this most correct. Just get this guy going. Should have a reasonable advantage here. Okay. Whoops. Maybe if he had exchanged rooks and then given another rookie one check, that might be hard for me to defend. Or at least hold on to that extra pawn. But yeah, here we're definitely okay. Sure. We've got a Lottie alert. It's our dog. She's very excited to meet the postman. Okay, and then somehow we need a breakthrough. I've got 4 on 3 on the queen side, so we should probably use that somehow. I don't want to bring my king too far off. Whoops. We'll just let him sort of sink his teeth into our position, which is not good. And we can probably come back. Yeah, it's probably not good. But I can also retreat to d7 and try to hold everything down. So, I think I need to push forward here. I need to be able to really get into this guy's business. So he's probably not going to exchange and then just try to get on my 7th rank. It's pretty annoying. I don't want to settle for a draw here. don't know, man. Ugh. So I'll try this one, maybe. Yeah, I just really don't want him to come back on my 7th rank. So it's pretty annoying. Yeah, maybe this won't really be good enough to win. And actually, now I'm in trouble of losing because of the time issue and my ultra slow movement. So I'm going to try to move quicker. Oh boy. So give a check. Okay. It's not a big surprise. Uh-oh. So maybe if he had come through on the other side, then that might not be bad. Here, let's see, I'm gonna promote first, right? He's gonna promote also, it's a bummer. Yeah, this is getting out of hand. Okay, so we might lose to somebody that's significantly lower rated. And I'm just not gonna have the speed to be able to handle this. It's a bummer. So we had that draw in hand, but I just really didn't want to accept it. Because I tried to win too much. We're going to end up losing this game. Okay. So unless something absolutely nuts happens, we're going to drop this game here. That's that Sag life. Okay. Our king is coming, but it's a little bit too late. Okay. It's helpful. It's useful. Am I going to be able to move fast enough to make this happen? Okay. Getting closer. Oh, this is, oh, yeah, and that's actually game. Rats. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Jeez. Yeah, definitely back there, maybe just moving the rook back and forth was worthwhile. It was difficult because the extra pawn was a doubled one, so that was definitely a big challenge. But yeah, I think it's also really important to make sure that I move quickly out of the gates here. Okay. So we've got 8 minutes left. That's probably enough for like 2 to 3 games perhaps. Oh my goodness, I almost mouse slipped there. So it needs to address C2. It's a threat. Okay. D3 is likely, yep. So A3 is probably coming next, so I'll just leave C6 vacant. No, interesting, okay. Alright. I guess we can go to D5 if needed. Just continue developing some pieces to reasonable squares. Okay. And then maybe even rook c8, so knight e4. I'm going to start generating some pressure on the square. Maybe even this move seems to make some sense here. Maybe even bishop f3. This king out of the way, that's a pretty good idea. Because this diagonal, you never know when this diagonal is going to hit. I don't think there's a clear way into my opponent's position though, so he's been doing a pretty good job. This seems reasonable though. Might result in some sort of trade on b7. Yep. Okay. So he has a powerful rook on my 7th rank, so I don't really like that very much. I'm just kind of play actively here. I did kind of hang my a7 pawn, so it's probably not the best move, but it is what it is. I'm trying to just make some moves quickly here and not think about things too much. I do really like the prospect of e3 though. Okay, yeah, this piece is in danger. This is so difficult. There's something that I can't really describe that's making it really difficult. I don't really want to play this move either. It just seems really weird. And again, really far down on the clock. So he can get my full piece. So this will at least be a good trade for him, or he can try to go for more and try to save his rook and then still try to pick up my bishop for nothing. Have this square that's not guarded, so that's an interesting target. He's also getting really low on the clock. Okay. Just gonna try to make things a little bit more complicated, get this queen going. This is also a big threat. It's going to expose my queen's vision on f3. Yep, looks pretty good. Now, yeah, probably queen f3 is the best move, but it's hard to say exactly. I don't want knight f2 to come, so I need to just go ahead and capture this guy. Okay, so that was actually pretty sketchy. If this guy knew that we were playing with our non-dominant hand, then I could definitely be in some trouble. He might be able to just outmove me. Okay, it's a really strange opening. Play this like a French, except for I have an extra tempo. Okay. It's a good grip on some of the dark squares, so I'm going to try to fight for those. And also threatening to kick this piece off of that square. Just gonna apply a little bit more pressure. Okay, let's kick this guy. And yeah, I'm gonna reserve h6 for the moment. Maybe? Alright, we need to just make some moves. Try to trade this off. Yeah, it's a pretty reasonable move. So you may be going to trade now. Knight g4 is an interesting idea. But I still don't really have the squares that I need. So I'm missing some of the key breakthroughs to be able to make something good happen here. This is a low time control. I'm just gonna say YOLO. I think this actually might work. Okay. Interesting. Just gonna capture this bishop. Go ahead and try to castle here. Maybe going for knight c4 soon. It's hard to say. Okay. I think I can't continue to just leave this piece here, so it needs to come back. It's probably not very sound to leave him there anyway. No immediate threat, so we're going to push through here. Maybe bishop takes e5 might be possible. Notice my normal illustrating things with my arrows. I've done very little of that. Yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead and capture. So nothing really happened. In fact, I'm not sure that white's necessarily better here. Yeah. That was a big disappointment. Yeah, honestly, black is better here. And I can't even outmove this guy, so... yeah, what do you know? Still maybe gonna try this to make things spicy. Oops. C3. Okay. Interesting. So there you have it. I am very terrible. I was losing the players that were significantly lower than me because for whatever reason it's just very important that I play with my left hand. So if you guys did enjoy this little fun one, then please give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you guys in the next one. So long for now.